Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources.
New York Times Business. October 1, 1906 America New York, F.D.A. panel to weigh Pfizer shots for children, boosters for Moderna and Johnson & Johnson recipients. The timing of the meetings later this month suggests that the agency plans to move quickly to decide both issues. Pfizer-BioNTech's vaccine has already been authorized for children 12 to 15 on an emergency basis, and is fully approved for those 16 and older. New York Times Business. October 1, 1838 America New York, Rivian, electric vehicle startup, unveils large losses in I.P.O. filing. The company, which is backed by Amazon and Ford, is seeking to sell shares in one of the biggest initial public offerings of the year. Rivian's factory in Normal, Ill. New York Times Business. October 1, 1826 America New York, Facebook struggles to quell uproar over Instagram's effect on teens. The social network has been all hands on deck as it grapples with revelations that it knew the harmful effects its Instagram photo-sharing app was having on teenagers. New York Times Business. October 1, 1820 America New York, U.S. and Europe announce new trade cooperation, but disputes linger. A new trade and technology partnership aims to counter China, but tensions over issues like metal tariffs remain. U.S. and European officials met in Pittsburgh this week for the inaugural meeting of the Trade and Technology Council. New York Times Business. October 1, 1820 America New York, Disney World's 50th anniversary celebration begins. The company hopes the 18-month extravaganza will bring hundreds of millions of dollars to it and the Orlando economy, both of which are still trying to recover from the pandemic. Disney World on October.
Daily FX Market News. October 1, 1800 America New York, Equities Q4 Fundamental Forecast, short-term uncertainties but longer-term fortunes. Throughout the third quarter, there had been somewhat of a reversal in the reflation trade as concerns over the peak in the global growth lingered, alongside the continued spread of the Delta variant.
New York Times Business. October 1, 1737 America New York, inflation climbs at fastest pace in 30 years as supply chain snarls linger. Inflation, once expected to fade quickly, is proving more stubborn. That ramps up tension among officials as they wait for pressures to fade. New York Times Business. October 1, 1727 America New York, Aussie media will shut down. The digital media startup had come under scrutiny for its business practices following articles in The Times. The company was led by the former MSNBC host Carlos Watson. New York Times Business. October 1, 1718 America New York, Aussie media will shut down. The digital media startup had come under scrutiny for its business practices in recent days following articles in The Times. The company was led by the former MSNBC host Carlos Watson.
Marginal Revolution. October 1, 1711 America New York, Ringo says. The other side of that is, I was telling someone the other day, if Paul hadn't been in the band, we'd probably have made 2 albums because we were lazy boogers.
New York Times Business. October 1, 1703 America New York, Elizabeth Holmes trial. Key moments from Week 4. A Theranos lab director emerged as key prosecution witness during testimony focused on problems with the company's blood tests. Elizabeth Holmes with her partner, Billy Evans, outside court last month.
BBC News Business. October 1, 1700 America New York, stamp duty holiday, success or failure? As stamp duty returns to its pre-pandemic status, there are opposing views over recent tax policy. BBC News Business. October 1, 1700 America New York, Biden v. Big Meat. Can the U.S. tackle rising beef prices? Meat prices have shot up in America, and the White House says the big suppliers are to blame. BBC News Business. October 1, 1700 America New York, fuel supply. Military to deliver petrol to UK garages from Monday. Almost 200 servicemen and women will provide temporary support to help relieve pressure on UK stations.
Forex Live. October 1, 1656 America New York, Forex Live America's FX News Wrap. Core PCE remains a steady at 3.6% year-on-year. Forex news for North American trading on October 1, 2021. The U.S. core PCE data for the month of August remained steady at 3.6%. That was the expected rate as well.
New York Times Business. October 1, 1641 America, New York. Disney World's 50th anniversary celebration begins, with much at stake. The company hopes the 18-month extravaganza will bring hundreds of millions of dollars to it and the Orlando economy, both of which are still trying to recover from the pandemic. Disney World on October.
Forex Live. October 1, 1639 America, New York. Detail on reconciliation negotiations shows how close Democrats could be. Carbon capture is a major priority for Manchin. A report late today revealed that the White House had agreed to boost carbon capture tax credits to $85 per ton for industries such as steel and concrete plants.
New York Times Business. October 1, 1627 America, New York. Takao Saito, 84, dies. Created a Japanese comic book superstar. Over a half-century and in more than 200 collected volumes, his manga Tales of Golgo 13, a globe-trotting assassin, steered Japanese comics toward adults. New York Times Business. October 1, 1606 America, New York. Merck's COVID treatment pill. What to know about molnupiravir. The pills are effective and relatively cheap, but they are unlikely to be available for everyone with COVID. Merck's COVID-19 antiviral pill, molnupiravir.
Forex Live. October 1, 1603 America, New York. Nasdaq snaps a 5-day losing streak. Dow up over 700 points at the session highs. Shares of Merck surged 8.6% on the back of a COVID drug that cuts hospitalizations by 50%. Transportation stocks like United Airlines, Delta Airlines and Southwest Airlines are also higher on the back of that news.
New York Times Business. October 1, 1530 America, New York. Carlos Watson, co-founder of Aussie Media, resigns from NPR board. The development is latest following reports in the New York Times questioning Aussie's business practices. Carlos Watson, Aussie's chief executive, at a panel discussion in Nashville sponsored by the company in 2018.
Forex Live. October 1, 1524 America, New York. Nasdaq looks like its 5-day losing streak will be snapped. Up over 1% on the day. The tech-heavy index is currently up 1.03% or 148.23 points at 14,596.81. That comes after trading to a new cycle low down at 14,423.16 earlier today.